Good morning. It's May 27th, 2025, 8:06 a.m. Coming to you from rainy middle Georgia. So I'm heating up some banana almond milk because, I had that whole, I don't know, what is it, a half gallon or something? And I've got to use it up. You know how I bought that container, I guess a pint of heavy cream? My gosh, I was going to use some yesterday and I sniffed it and it had gone bad. Oh my goodness. So I guess if I ever get any more, I'll need to get, like a half a pint. Let's see, I plugged in the milk frother across the way there, and I read up on what the spark means. If you're trying to plug something in and you get the plug near the socket and there's a tiny blue spark, that's okay. But if it's yellow or white or jumps, off of the hole away from the socket and the plug, that's bad. So, okay. So anyhow, that's a long story short. Okay, so here is my heated and frothed banana almond milk, okay? And then I have got Indonesia here. And you can make this as an espresso or as a lungo. I'm going to make it as a lungo this morning. Now, you'll notice that, okay, I started off with this much banana almond milk. So it frothed up, but it's just very thick, which is nice sometimes. Sometimes you don't want something thick, but this will be good. Okay, so this is going to be the lungo button. Okay, here we go. Always like to see what it looks like, because it makes such pretty patterns. And I'm going to put in a second lungo also. Okay. So I haven't heard, oh yeah, I guess I did. I heard from one person who tried the Almond Breeze banana almond milk, and they said that they liked it much better than the kind that they had tried, but they didn't say what kind they tried. But good to know, okay? Alrighty, here we go with another lungo. And you know what? I know that I'm going to have to give this a stir with some sweetener. Okay. The one thing I guess I would like that Nespresso and a lot of other manufacturers would do is to make the spout come out a little further, because most people these days, let me get another paper towel here. Most people these days use mugs. They don't, well, actually, even if they used coffee cups, like I guess what we would call teacups. Yeah. They just need to make the spout come out further so you can get like a big mug. Or even, even this, so you can get it further underneath everything. I kind of moved the cup a little bit and spilled some coffee here. Okay, but, alrighty. So, I'm going to give this a stir around, and I'm going to taste it before I add any sweetener to it. But you can see between the banana milk and the crema from the Indonesia, it's made a very nice froth on top. Oh, Phyllis and Jennifer, good morning. So glad to see you joining me. Phyllis, I don't think I've seen your name in a while. And Jennifer, I thought you usually watched on a replay. Well, it was very hot. Okay. I'm gonna have to hold it up by the froth because it's too hot down here. All right, we'll give this a try. Wow. Okay, you know, again, this is one of those coffees that would be so good if I had something sweet. Well, let's see. I do have those vanilla wafers. I have some Scooby-Doo graham crackers. That's, so maybe I should just add some sweetener to this, you think? All right, now what should I add? I'm not gonna, this is so big, I don't wanna waste the maple sugar powder because what I have is really more to flavor a smaller drink. So I've got the creme brulee here, and again, this is, this goes well. It's got like a sort of little bit of a caramelized flavor, and that goes well with banana, right? So, and it's a big drink, so I gave it a nice healthy pour there, but we'll see. You know what? Alexa, play Indonesian music.
Play Indonesian music on Amazon.
I don't even know what that is, but we'll hear. Alexa, make it louder. You know what? This is one of those situations where the sweetener has dulled down the coffee flavor, I'm sorry to say. I feel like, gosh. Nonetheless, I'm gonna put a little more sweetener in because I can't take any out. So we'll go with making it a little stronger. We'll see how that is. Sometimes when you put sweetener in, it's just not sweet enough to do the trick. So, and since you can't take it out, you just gotta add more. Oh, that's, you know what? It's funny. It's getting sweeter, but I'm also tasting the coffee a little bit more. This must be, I don't know, is this synergy or something? I forget what synergy means. So, this is Indonesian music, apparently. And who knows if it's, you know, modern or ancient. I don't know, maybe I should, well, you know how usually when I put music on here, I'll get a note from Facebook that says this has been muted in certain countries because of copyright. I don't know, this is like a modern thing. Alexa, stop. Alexa, play ancient Indonesian music. Okay, Alexa has gone dark. Alexa, play ancient Indonesian music.
Here's a mix for you on Amazon Music.
No. Alexa, stop. Oh my goodness. Okay, Alexa can do a lot of things, but apparently this is not one of them. Oh, let me give one more try. Alexa, play Javanese music. You know, Java.
The playlist Japan City Pop Blues.
No, Alexa,
on
stop.
Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. Oh, gosh, I give up. Oh, my goodness. You know, it's like when you call someplace, you know, and it has the computer thing that you end up talking to, and you so desperately want to talk to a human being. I mean, even if they have a foreign accent and they're hard to understand, it's better than a computer that cannot seem to interpret what you're saying. There's this movie, I can't remember the name of it, and it's about these two guys that are firemen, and one of them loses his wife. It's a comedy, and the guy that loses his wife calls up about insurance, and there is the funniest bit with him talking with the computerized voice to try to get somebody to help him. Oh my goodness. And you know who's in it? I think it's the guy that's in King of Queens, and also, who's that other guy that's in Happy Madison or something? Of course, you know, under pressure here, I can't think of either of their names. But anyway, okay. So let me give this another try here. Sorry, I'm getting off on so many tangents here. It's actually tasty. It's like at first, there wasn't enough sweetener and it dulled down the flavor of the coffee. And then, a little bit more sweetener, it started to perk it up a little. And now, it's sweet, but it's also, I can really taste the coffee in a good way. Well, who knew? How about that? Wow. Okay. So, when you're plugging something in, certain appliances start to draw current, especially things that like heat stuff up, you know, like this or a toaster, something like that. So as you bring the plug close to the socket, it's already drawing a little bit of current, and there'll be a tiny blue spark. It's almost like just a glint. That's okay. But remember, if it's yellow or white or big or it jumps, that's not good. There's maybe a short somewhere, either in your appliance or in your ground fault circuit interrupter, which, you know, mine kept tripping. I don't know, it didn't trip this morning. I used the one, I didn't have the coffee machine and this plugged in on the same side of the kitchen. Well, anyway, so enough about, you know, electricity and Indonesian music. And is it raining? Alexa, is it going to rain today? And apparently she's not talking to me. Alexa, is it going to rain today?
Good morning, Sylvia. It might rain today. There's a 46% chance at 9 a.m. You can expect about 0.2 inches.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, enough of all that. I am going to have, oh, you know, one other thing. Hey, I wanted to ask your all's advice. So I bought this toaster on Amazon, and I wanted to get one of those long slot ones because I like rye bread and other kinds of bread that are sometimes longer than a regular toaster will accept. So I got this long slot one. I mean, it worked great, but where I need to keep it on my kitchen counter, it had a little digital display, and it faced the wrong way because, you know, I've got a very, very limited counter real estate here in this apartment. So, and also it got very hot. Now, it's funny, not while it was toasting, but after it was done toasting, the outside just got hotter and hotter and hotter. So I've ordered another one, and, you know, we'll see what happens. But does anybody have one of those long slot toasters that has a defrost setting? I'm being picky here. and the outside doesn't get hot. You know, you never know. Amazon doesn't have everything, right? So, all righty. I will let you go now. Hope, good morning, and Sandy. Well, we're just finishing up here, and I appreciate your joining me. We've covered a lot of different subjects here. I don't know, should I even try to ask Alexa to play something else? Let's see, Indonesia, Java, one more. Alexa, play traditional South Asian music.
Playing traditional Japanese music.
Oh, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. I don't want Japanese. I said South Asian. Well, Japan is in South Asia, right? Well, I'll just give up on this music thing, okay? Alexa, play something by the Beatles. She ought to be able to do
Something
that, right?
and similar songs on Amazon Music.
There's a song called Something. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll talk to you later, okay?